I could tear my heart out like you. Everything could be so simple, but I don't wanna be like you, even if it kills me, kills me. I've been where you've been. Only thing that matters is that they'll grow thick skin, right? Reflection of a lonely life. Narcissist with a broken heart, petals falling at the seams. You can print a beauty mark with your insecurities. Narcissist with a broken heart lives in every rock you see. You've been praying for a brand new start, but still you are a raging sea.
Hello. What's poppin'? How's it going, Rat Muncher? How's it going, Omega?
The ember that you're hiding burns bright in someone else. Envying a humble strife, feelings you've not felt. Raindrops they fall without a care. You know,
It's going.
you find no faults inside your fear. Even when the stars surround you, center of the universe. Around you, all you do is make things worse. Narcissist with a broken heart, petals falling at the seams. You can print a beauty mark with your insecurities. Narcissist with a
First cover project of the comic? Heck yeah, Rat. Thanks, Omega. Yeah, I am. I'm making a new series, which recently was on Kickstarter. I mean, it's currently on Kickstarter. It recently went live on Kickstarter. Again, like the project chat. So yeah, we do have a new project. We got another few weeks left in the Kickstarter. I don't really know what's happening to this project. Were we not to get funded? So fingers crossed that we get there. Set props, roads, sand side. Yeah, Kickstarter, I think, is the way that we're going as we try to find new ways to kind of get funded. There's lots of opportunities on how different ways that you could get funded for projects. I've been animating for 10 years now, and I have not made any money. So the whole thing about Kickstarter is like trying to find a new potential avenue where we can like monetize the work, because while I'm enjoying myself, I work like 70 hours a week between this job and my real job. So trying to find new ways to push some money into the cartoons. What advice was that, Roy? I don't know. I'm kind of in a bad headspace towards towards like what I'm doing here, because like I make cartoons for free, and I have fun. But you know, oftentimes people quite frequently will say like, oh, like we need to support independent projects. We need to, you know, combat AI and big corporate projects by supporting independent creators. And I agree. And while I hear that all the time, very seldom few ever actually vote for the industry with their buying power, at least in my experience. So, a lot of people will say stuff like, oh, I want merch, or I want whatever. And seldom ever do people purchase it. So, no, I have no plans for fourth wall or anything like that. I've done fourth wall and merch before. I sold nothing. Skifters, I put a bunch of work into like merch for Skifters, and I sold maybe like 2 or 3 pieces. It was a huge financial failure. So now we're on Kickstarter in hopes that that is an avenue that we can be profitable from. You know, trying not to be a Debbie Downer, but my patience for the industry is waning, and my exhaustion grows. You know? When you know, you know. Gotta get these eyelashes to pop here. I'm a fan of the slow drip Rat Muncher. Thanks, SD card. SD card. How's it going, Mystic? Yeah, I'm trying to. I'm not trying to be a hater. I know that, you know, not everyone can fund every project, and it's a bad convo, Mystic. You're catching me at a bad time. I'm in a bad mood. But that's okay. Thanks, SD card. Appreciate you. The conversation is we're on Kickstarter now, and we have a project going on Kickstarter. So far, whatever. But I frequently am bombarded with people saying that they want to support, saying that they like indie animation, and saying that it's like we need to fund indie artists, and we need to combat AI, and we need to, you know, whatever. Like, we includes you. We includes all of us. And all the time I hear people being like, you should make merch. I'd buy it. And then I made merch and no one bought it. You should get on this platform. I'd watch it. And then it doesn't work. Like, I'm so tired of taking people's advice on like what I should do, or making things that people say that they'll buy or whatever, and just like and turning negative profit every time. I'm so net negative, it's unbelievable. And it's like, it's so frustrating because like the work being good and it looking good and people being like, I like this, I loved Skifters, I loved whatever, like that's not that's not enough for me to be successful. And that sucks because, like, I believe people when they say that. I'm glad people enjoy the show. But it's like me being good and, you know, the work being enjoyable does not equal success, does not equal, like, monetary success. And that is just like... So then the step to take is to, okay, like, listen to some of the advice, find ways to monetize, find ways to get the work out there, find ways to pop off. And then none of that works. And it's like, I work hard at this 8 hours a day, trying really hard to make good art. I'm very forward thinking with it. I'm getting better. I'm working my ass off, and then I get nothing for it. And then I go to, like, my real job, my regular job, and I get paid to, like, stand at a desk and just like shoot me. I don't know. It's like, it feels so hard to, like, actually find a meaningful way to turn a profit. So then when I'm met with, like, constant, like, oh, like, do this, I would blah, blah, blah. And then it's not true. It's like I'm being, like, gaslit for how the industry works. And I'm losing my patience one of these days. Like, I can't do it. I can't work 70 hours a week forever. Going nuts. Sorry, I'm not reading chat. Rant it. There you go. Rant complete. What works for you? Do what works for you. Nothing's working. If I knew what it was, I would do it. Thanks, Guybrush. I really appreciate it. How's it going, KBC? Yeah, like, I'm not trying to sit here and say, like, yes, Guybrush, I appreciate your pledge. But it's like, I don't want everyone to feel like they have to pledge or they have to support on Patreon or they have to commit monetarily to enjoy something. Like, I enjoy lots of projects that I didn't pay for, and I enjoy lots of projects that I do pay for, and I try to be fair with that, with how I navigate the market as a consumer. It's just eternally frustrating being in that place where, like, before I had any meaningful skill, it was very like, I get what people aren't paying. Like, I wouldn't pay for this. But now that I'm at that point where, like, I do have some skill and some of my projects, some of my stuff is worth paying for. And I'm in between that point where it's like, I'm starting to make something worth it, but I don't have the popularity where people actually do it because there's not a lot of people watching. So the rate feels very low. So I'm just in that frustrating space where, like, I know it's temporary, but right now it feels like the market is disingenuous. And I know that that's not true, especially not for, like, everybody. But that's just kind of like where I am, and I hope that I get out of this place before I burn out and compromise the quality of my product and my art for the sake of compensating for burnout. Because I like my art, but I'm getting fed up with the lack of meaningful progression in terms of success. Supporting Kickstarter is inherently a gamble, but with Skifters, we know the framework to make the series exist. Best of luck. Thanks, Guybrush. The thing with the Kickstarter is, like, yeah, I know that there's inherent risk, but the problem with a project like Skifters is, like, I'm making this project that takes a year plus to make, giving it out for free, and then being like, hi, could you please donate, support me on Patreon? And 99.9% of the people are not going to do that. So it's like a year of free labor to produce art, and then people just like grab and go. And it's just like, damn, like I don't want to, like, I don't know how to, like, I'm not a slime ball. I don't want to, like, manipulate my audience into, like, paying me money that I don't, like, that's not the line that I want to be a part of. But I need to, turn a profit. Yeah, like I've had a Patreon SD card. I've had a Patreon for 10 years now. And there's credit, there's behind the scenes access, blah, blah, blah. There's all kinds of perks on Patreon. And I don't know, I'm making like maybe like $80 a month right now on Patreon after like 10 years of animating. No shade to all those patrons. Bless up. Y'all rock. But $80 a month is not, for 10 years, it's not paying my bills. That doesn't pay for the software. Like, I'm so net negative. It's unbelievable. How's it going, Mixable? Yeah, it's temporary. In a year, I'm gonna look back at this mindset that I'm in right now and laugh. I know it. But right now, while I'm in it, it sucks. Yeah, exactly. Working on something a bit different from what I do. Just going to shoot my shot, see what happens. I'm approaching the point mentally and emotionally where I just trim my work down so considerably and make like a worse quote unquote product. Not because I think that's what will work, but it's because that's all I can do. Like that's all I'm running out of steam. I'm running out of patience. I'm running out of sanity here, dude. Yeah, I don't know. Like already, if we don't get funded for this project, like I'm already ready to like hugely trim down like what it was meant to be. Not because like I have the opportunity to, but because it's just like I don't have space left. You know? I get that, SD. Yeah, this is Quarter Tank. She's gonna be a lot of fun. Dalton gets in the way of our craft. Yeah, it's like I'm already making this stuff that I want to, the way that I want to. It's just I'm not making money for. I'm not able to do it with the frequency that I'd like. I'm doing it in the frequency that I would like, but that's at the sacrifice of like my energy, my social life, my family time. All those things are suffering because I am trying to like get in the end zone. And if the end zone doesn't come, then I'm going to have to sacrifice something to regain those things. And that something is going to be this. Because I don't have, there aren't 50 hours in a day. And like I have a son now. I would like to spend time with my family. And I don't know. I'm running out of I would love for that time that I need to get back to come from quitting my regular job. but that is just like contingent on the cartoons producing some form of profit, and they are not. So I don't know. Support the Kickstarter. Yeah, it's all good, Mystic.
So you're going to read Plato's Myth of the Cave. I've got to warn you.
It's not easy.
Before you explore, there are a few things you should know.
I hold your heart in breath, my static taking. You're a little white lie in my smile. You're a grain of salt in the sea. You're a ghost living in my pocket, haunting my memories. You're the best of every game I've ever played. From the valley to the ever-burning Everglade. Is the moon always holding the night?
Many go in, but few come out.
I know you more than that. Blessing is not a fact, but I believe in you. Like crosses mark the path. Cross, 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 cross.
Hacks right now. Hope the break comes soon, man. Thank you, Corrupt. You're a real one. I appreciate it. I don't know, SD. I feel like, yeah, I appreciate it, Corrupt. I don't know. Everything that I've done has just left me feeling like one of two ways. One being like, either the product that I have is inferior, people aren't into it, which whatever. It's surely not everyone's cup of tea. That's fine. Like, I don't need it to be like, I don't need a zillion views. Like, I'm not, like, I get that like, you know, not every project is for everybody. That's fine. There's lots of popular projects out there that I like, and there's lots of popular projects out there that I don't like, so it's okay. But often it's either I feel like what I've got going on is inferior and people aren't into it, or in today's current market, I am not selling myself properly. And that comes in one of two ways. One being I don't have like enough like money for marketing, and the other being I don't like post enough on social media because, you know, I don't have like, I'm not posting a TikTok every day, and I'm not posting on Instagram Reels every day, and I'm not doing all this stuff all the time. And it's like, I have lots of people that are like, you gotta do that. You gotta get on those platforms. You gotta like post all the time. And it's like, dude,
Hashtag Wallace and Gromit.
with what time? Like, happy for those people that can afford to do that. But it's like, oh my gosh, man, I don't have the resources for that. Like, animation is not quick. Like, any time that I slice away from this to do that in this already extremely long pipeline where things take really slow, it's just like, that is just like not, that is not a reality. And I've always erred on the side of like, if that means I have to take the slow road and get there a little later because I'm not like dancing in front of the camera all the time, then so be it. I'd rather focus on the craft and let the animation speak for itself. But that doesn't really work. Let's go. Yeah, 20,000 Canadian is the goal on the Kickstarter. It's not enough for me to quit my job, but it is enough for me to like reduce my hours and focus on the project more. So that is where we're at. Yeah, I've paid for a little bit of like ads on YouTube and stuff. So far, they're running. I don't know how effective that is being, but they're there. So I did save up a little bit of money, but hopefully it's not money that we lose. Belou. Yeah, I've seen a lot of Kickstarters do that, but one, I don't really know anybody with money, and two, I don't like. I get it. I don't know, selling something for a lot of money and not really giving anything. I know that some people like it, like the people that are called an executive producer like it, but something about that just like feels disingenuous to my character. I don't like that. I thought about it and it rubbed me the wrong way, so I decided against it. There are some expensive tiers on there, but they're all giving like pretty meaningful rewards. How's it going, quiz? Yeah, I'm hoping that my already existing like Skifters fan base enjoys this show. Every time I make a new show, I look at my like previous show and I both like objectively and for my own like enjoyment's sake, like look at everything that I did and find all the stuff that I think I either didn't enjoy or didn't hit the mark on and reduce them and refine them. That's not true. I remove them. And the things that I did well or enjoyed, I refined them and double down on them. This is a strategy that I don't recommend to everybody because it depends on where you are in your learning journey. Because in some cases, it's not a good thing to see something that you did poorly and stop doing that thing, because then you're not going to get better at doing that thing. So you got to be at a certain point where you know what you want in order to be able to do that. So when I say something I did poorly, I more mean like in a subjective taste way, where I'm like, I wrote Skifters in such a way where XYZ happened and I didn't like that, and I don't want to make something that is like that. So I will adapt the product and adapt the philosophy to remove those things rather than refine those things. And thus I'm slowly going to cultivate like a more and more potent piece that is unapologetically what I like as time goes on. And so far it's served me well. The point being, if you liked what you saw in Skifters, in theory, this project will be different in the ways that I think didn't work, and better at the ways that did work. And it's going to continue to, zero in on radness as time goes on. Saving. Yeah. Full Auto Sunshine's going to be a ride for sure. if you liked what you saw in the trailer. The first episode's going to be, it's not going to be slow, but the first episode is going to be chill for the most part. And it's going to continue to compound with each episode. I have some awesome stuff planned for every episode. Unlike Skifters, one of the things that I think Skifters did not great was suffered a little bit on the level of like there's a lot of dead time and some of the stuff, a lot of the things that I did in Skifters were to set up future things. And what I mean by that, establish is a better word. What I mean by that is like, in order for the Great Spark to work, I needed to have like the prologue showing the characters, like setting up the Great Spark. And I don't really like the prologue of Skifters. I think that that's a weak section. And in order for some of the characters to have like some of the evolutions that they did, I needed to like have scenes that I thought were weak, if that makes sense. There's a scene, I don't want to dog on my own stuff, but I do this a lot. And Corgan can't stand it because I'm like, oh, dude, my cartoon sucks. But it's like, it's how you grow is dogging on your own stuff, I think. So, you know, if you enjoyed Skifters, don't let me ruin it for you. But there's a bit where Torque is talking to Max inside of this ship about her relationship with April. And she's just kind of like explaining like what their dynamic is like, rather than him like finding out by like watching it. But based on the writing and the plot, there's like not really a space for him to watch it happen. So she just like explains it to him. I think this scene is weak, because she's just kind of like talking at him about like what's going on, and that's like, eh. So now like moving forward, I'm like looking at my pipeline and I'm like, okay, how can I like trim the fat of like what I think is not working, which is that scene, and like establish things in such a way where, you know, we don't need that like exposition. It's just like weak exposition. So yeah, stuff like that. Like I'm gonna like refine and perfect. Exactly. My competition is myself, for sure. Yeah, exactly. Like there's stuff there to enjoy, and I'm glad people like it. But like in order to set up Idris Yamashita as the character that he is, in order for those plot twists to happen, like that scene was needed. But when I was making it, I was like, this isn't why I'm making Skifters. Like this prologue is only here because it has to be. And not because I want to make it. And while that doesn't make it like unenjoyable, like there's lots of people got through the prologue. While I was making it, like my headspace was very like, I can't wait to get this part over with, so I can make the good part, the part that I am here for, the part that I care about, and thus the headspace wasn't great for it, so the prologue wasn't as good as it could have been, just because of how it was developed. So yeah, I'm glad the prologue is worthy. But there's lots of things like that in Skifters, in every art piece that I do, and there will be in this too. Like right now, everything that I'm doing, I feel like I'm stepping with like, oh, all of this is meaningful, all of this is good, all of this is great, yay. So far, like no problems with Full Auto Sunshine, but there absolutely will be something that like I'm gonna work myself into a box, right? Where I'm like, oh, like, this part kind of sucks. I didn't think about that. But I'm here now. I kind of have to do it. It's like, okay. And, you know, that part will suck. And then in the second time around, I'm going to be like, remember that part? Remember that prologue? Remember that conversation with Max? Remember those parts that we didn't like? Let's not step in those traps again. Let me keep getting better. That's like my refinement philosophy for in between my projects. Okay. It's just when I first popped into your animation stream. Heck yeah. That's why we're here. For new folks like SD. Let's go. I'm just going to run to the washroom. I'll be back in a sec.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear from all those miles away? I know it's been so hard. Lost my faith in a flame in the dark. Maybe I could be the parasite in the valley of paradise.
In the Hudson Bay, you know how we do it.
Brother, are you proud of me? I think I'm unfolding. Space and time between my eyes. No tears for beholding. The waiting tomorrow. Shadows are crystal ball. How could I not look back from the mess of it all? Brother, are you proud of me? Holding warships off the path to victory. Brother, sister, could you take me in again, like when you saved me? Can you hear me from all those miles away?
Oh my God. Jesus.
I'm back.
Time to shine. Time to shine.
$37. The music never stops. Have you seen Spaceballs? I watched Spaceballs forever ago when I was a little kid. I haven't seen it since. It's been a long time.
Time to shine.
Don't crash. Don't do it. Don't even think about it. The side to me can't deny.
I may not know what the future holds, but hear me when I say that my past does not define me, 'cause my past is not today.
The music never stops, no. The music never stops, no. The music never stops, no.
The music never stops, no, no.
That's loud.
Time to shine.
Okay. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba.
Check the method.
What do you think of this?
So be it. Fireball to the face, bitch. I'm hitting these 20s like nothing. Thunder and lightning still back in my cone. You know that I couldn't be bluffing. Wait it out, wait it out. I still haven't seen all the shit you've been bragging about. I'm on the wizard shit. You're giving quests in the crowd. Run it back. I've been in this game. I know how to talk to the rats. Getting stacked. All of the spells that I'm hitting is slap, slap. Burning king. All of your treasures fall into my lab. My potions could kill you, bitch, cause your ass ain't strapped.
Check the method.
What are you doing here? Is my forest?
What do you think of this?
But enough talk. How about you? Okay. We're starting to get there.
Time to shine.
But enough talk. How about you? Cute. Love quarter tank, man. Alright, let's get this mouth moving, yeah?
Time to shine.
That's gonna add a lot of keyframes, so let's get Swan finished up here. Behold. Elizabeth, check this out.
The bass.
It's fucking.
Please sit down. Hey!
Song about life.
Oh my gosh, I wish I could just delete the play blast button.
It's fucking Christmas morning.
Please sit down. Hey!
Okay. Pretty sure Swan's gonna be blurred either way. Now that's ready. One of these needs to chill out. Beautiful. Don't know that we need this sand to be visible. Probably couldn't hurt. Excuse me. Okay. How does that look? Okay, a few things I want to do. Thanks, KBC. One of the things that I want to do is blend shapes here. Time to shine. Duplicate. Isolate. Some refinement here. Time to shine. Point 7. Let's get these moving here. Okay, and then the other thing I wanted to do, can I lower this?
Every creature in the crowd makes some noise and make it loud. Introducing tonight's special guest, it's Shelly the Android Lobster.
Okay, happy with that. Let's get this mouth moving.
Promise you can In a single night, the whole world had been reborn. 'Cause you can choose the way you move. Your heart's in the right place. And creatures say, and creatures say, Thank you. Does anyone know where I can pick up some potions, though?
I'm going into battle and I need your strongest potions. You can't handle my strongest potions. Quarter tank is so good, dude. Paradise. Ba 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 ba.
You're going with that top shelf legendary. You're more well suited for some 2% dairy. Oh,
Wait, was that actually supposed to be a burn?
bitch. Stay in your lane, range check on those swerves. Aura subsided just to calm the nerves.
You've had your save potions out all night. Give me that bass back.
Time to shine.
Wrap me in the flames that made me, and I'll pray
Time
before
to
you.
shine.
Dragging on the ordinary. What treasures do you keep? Where is my wishing star? A serpent attends my soul. I've been flying so far, but I can't find my way back home. You know me from within. A sacred dragon. I've been waiting so long for you to hear my song. Your healing
Thanks, cool cowboy. You're such a cutie. Thank you.
Time to shine.
And now for something completely gay, Luigi. Can we rent a balloon?
Why don't you join us? We need an extra player.
How's it going, Will? Been a while. How y'all been doing? I've been doing pretty good. New project has begun. We're live on Kickstarter. Trying to get some cartoons funded here. Fingers crossed. We're actually going to have merch this time around in the form of the Kickstarter. Pretty excited about some of the stuff in there. Quarter Tank is so good, dude. We're gonna do some awesome stuff with her. Face me and die. Thanks, cowboy. How's it going, Irony? Gotta go. Just wanted to say hi, bye, dudes. Thanks for stopping by, Will. Is this Blender? This is not Blender. This is Autodesk Maya. Yeah, very, very, very similar. I often have people come by asking about software and stuff. Blender is one that I frequently recommend to people if they want to make this kind of thing. I use Maya because it just is what I know. But while it is a great platform, Blender does effectively everything that it can for free. So, Shadow Blender.
And I've been walking on my own. Shall I live these broken promises? Or is this fate still set in stone?
Goodbye, time to shine.
Goodbye, sea.
The music never stops. Let's freaking go. Dude, my back hurts so bad. I don't know what I did. Big yikers.
Time to shine.
Every song is living purpose in a cradle of stars. Even when the sun is setting, the world
Time
is
to shine.
ours. I know pain, I pray you'll never know. The shadows darken evermore.
Time to shine.
To me close. And you'll see
Time to shine.
Almost there. The music never stops.
Time to shine. Time to shine. Time to shine.
Aww. Zero and point two. Two.
In the night, friendship of the magic once thought to be lost. Could it all be mended, or are some things best left in the past? Did you see me crying? Is it really all so obvious? I feel so scared that the weight of the world is on mine.
Clap, 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 clap. We the best.
This is now the kingdom we made. Upon all of our sins to our grave. Although we've all come out shortchanged, this is only the beginning. Only the beginning. Just a mere beginning of the world we made.
One more time.
The memories soil in the
All right, next track. Let's freaking go. I am, however, gonna go put a pot of water on. I will be right back, but I should make a BRB sign. Do 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 do. Be right back. Boop. Cool. I'll be right back.
All about the game. Does it piss you off when I sound like this? Your anger makes it all worth it.
Hardcore team deathmatch.
93.7 The Creek.
Dr. Turtle in the nature.
Equestria's hottest station, now in Feather Dance's world.
Our whole team at Ear Crush is rocking out to this track.
Call our number at 328 to get a word in.
Reclo, why did you crash the locust mobile?
Huntress, it was a calculated risk.
And here, it's all about the game. Wow. And now announcing Lodestar.
These crossroads are all too familiar, aren't they? Top 5 videos. Twixt the ethereal paranoia and the sear of reality, we kneel at the plateau of two fractured halves. This weight is our own. We knew better. Alicorns should know better.
Fuck, man, all these theatrics. Where are you whenever shit's actually happening? Like, we're so screwed. This is what I deserve. It's like fate or whatever.
I'm always here, but in desperation, you perceive me more profoundly. We've been needing to shake things up in our worldviews. I definitely think so. What have we got to lose now?
I mean, you're right about that. I don't have anything to lose. Like, I'm just gonna get fucked, man. Nothing matters.
Right, because that has always worked. Vid, you can't just quick scope all of your problems away.
Oh.
Not again.
Oh, man. Fucking watch me. Good chat. I got shit to do.
The hard way is still a way. Suppose then that this is the way. Let the music never stop. No.
Be advised, hostile Lodestar inbound.
One shot, one kill, fuck
dominated. Go on the aggression.
Up in the pony, bring out the juicer. Up in the pony, bring out the juicer. Up in the pony, bring out the juicer. Dummy, so this is the way.
Yeah, you don't see the bottom till you hit it. Thinks you're tired, that shit ain't fitted. Broken bitch, broken heart. On my code, it's been a minute. Nothing, I'm not Betty. Attacking sir, just hold me steady. Hop in the pony, sacrifice. Are you ready? Double-headed hydronoid, double-faced paranoid. Push you down and flip a coin. I'm your master, I'm your toy. Paralyzed, the sacrifice, taking the fights, yeah. Double kill, psych. Ursula's on that ride.
Up in the pony, bring out the juicer. Up in the pony, bring out the juicer. Up in the pony, bring out the juicer. Dummy, so this is the way.
Versace, there's ponies that watch me when I'm going sloppy. E4, E5, down up my alley. I'm taking the tallies in Paradise Alley. Versace, but this head on me like I'll be your mom. Turn you to stone as a bug in the kid. I'll be gunning you down and I don't give a shit. Put a bitch in bed. 1 trillion G's, gonna drop the feds. ACAB, put that B in a shed. Bag here with a gap.
Eat some lead, yeah.
Up in the pony, bring out the juicer. Up in the pony, bring out the juicer. Up in the pony, bring out the juicer. Dummy, so this is the way. Hop in the violet pony, getting the quick scopes. Hop in the violet pony, playing with the boss.
I'm on top of my shit when I'm at the lowest. Something about the game, maybe I should know this. But I'm hot like Pyrus and crunk like Tybris. So great and powerful, we got magic inside us. Dual-headed hydronoid, this one's not for the boys. Running the cold and lay it up, just let make you really sick. So just get to hop in for the dance on your sins. Every single head spins, break the neck and the grin. Where do you think that I've been, bitch? Hop the pony in. Do it for the win. Hop the pony in. Do it for the win.
This hypocrisy is calculated. Fuck your bitch and juice it out. This game is rated. Head for every face, every taste, every cell, favorite phrase, self-engraved. Try it out, babe. Put a stomp in that ring of fame. I don't give a fuck about the shade. Silly boys, I'm fully brave. Yeah, I'm masquerade on that ball. 3 to 8 on that thrall. Pouring shots in the hall. I fuck your man and that's all. Hop in the lobby. I'm not taking pictures. I'm calling your mommy. Put you inside 100% in the biz cause we're still modern talking.
Up in the pony, bring out the juicer. Up in the pony, bring out the juicer. Up in the pony, bring out the juicer. Dummy, so this is the way. Up in the pony, bring out the juicer. Up in the pony, bring out the juicer. Up in the pony, bring out the juicer. Dummy, so this is the way.
U3 Productions presents a Lucario Pictures original movie.
Worst rate ever.
Hardcore. Search and destroy.
Sleeping in the finest beds in Equestria. AJD and some bass by that flank. And it's not that serious. It's not that serious. And the best shit really makes you wince. You can still fuck it up at the worst rate ever. Worst rate ever. Worst rate ever. You can shake that tail at the worst rate ever and ever and ever. You can get down low at the worst rate ever. Worst rate ever. You can be like, yeah, whatever. Whatever. Whatever.
Rest in peace, musicians of Ponyville.
Sunshine on the drums, every pony get crunk. Silly boy thinks a fag wanna fight. I don't wanna waste my time. I don't wanna waste my time with the straight guys. I'm getting a call, it's your ex-girl, and she want it all. And I got bits on bits, I'll take your bitch to the mall. Alicorn on the floor, say what? Pony up, bitch, pony up. If you're not up to get down, you can stick to the boys when we hit the town. I've been popping bottles, put some sparkles in my main. Wait, did you seriously just do that? You can still fuck it up at the worst rate ever. Worst rate ever. Worst rate ever. You can shake that tail at the worst rate ever and ever and ever. You can get down low at the worst rate ever. Worst rate ever. You can be like, yeah, whatever. 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 tipsy. She want me to sign that blank. I'm flattered, babe. Bitch, better go call that bank. She don't know I'm a fiend on that thing. Just asked her ex-girl what she want. Here's what she said. She want videos on the top. You can still fuck it up at the worst rate ever. Worst rate ever. Worst rate ever. You can shake that tail at the worst rate ever and ever and ever. You can get down low at the worst rate ever. Worst rate ever. You can be like, yeah, whatever. Whatever. Whatever.
That actually happened to a treacherous friend of mine.
So we're already extra happy.
Our whole team at Ear Crush is rocking out to this track.
In the Hudson Bay, you know how we do it. It's just the way.
Be advised, hostile care package inbound.
Yeah, I'm falling in love with the corporate illustration.
I'm back. There you go, the other. Dads are working. Apologies for my lateness. I went to cook my lunch and ended up falling down the rabbit hole of just cooking and eating my lunch at the same time. So, I'm back.
You are a daydream of the market's free. So why does every move you make?
And I'm feeling pretty good about how this is looking. Yippee! We love that. But all that is set to change. Making the service you have right now paid. It is garbage trash. It is so bad. Babe. Baby, you're so tight.
what the experts are saying.
Ooh, ho, 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 ho.
Kill is my sister, okay? Abolish copyright law.
I support copyright infringement.
Prepare to be boarded.
Take everything you spit out. My own machination. Coming to you.
Yeah, shake it,
Nobody's gonna miss it. Say appropriated this way the treasure. Plundering their archaic measure.
ba, ba.
Enough with a corporal bitch so you can take everything from its corpse and put it down.
Got your shotgun blades right true. Got the shotgun blades. And when we're finally through, it'll be us to hold on to. One night is all I ask. Show me everything in the bag. Wonders shouldn't have all that. We can take it away like that.
Oh, you gotta love these render times. You gotta love it. One down.
She lays lifeless at the altar.
Okay.
I paid my dues, now I won't save her.
So we're gonna have sky, clouds, sand, road, sand, skip. Something like that. Let me see those hands. Let me see those hands. Do this one more time. Total noob in 3D work. Any advice? Yeah, I have advice. Lots of advice. Number one, focus on smaller projects. If you're a newbie, I wish that if I could go back in time and change something to my learning pipeline, I would have stuck to making smaller projects. The quicker you, the smaller your project is, the faster it'll go, and the more iterations of each step you get to go through. Because unlike a lot of like drawing and stuff, 3D has a lot of it's not bugs, but you'll make mistakes in the efficiency of your pipeline, and then your rig and stuff can be buggy. It's kind of like a bugs. It's just bad practice. There's lots of rules that you will learn as you do 3D animation. So 3D modeling, you want to keep everything in what's called quads. You want all of your faces to be 4 vertices. So you don't want any triangles, and you don't want any whatever hexagons bigger than a. I can't do it with my fingers.
Baby, I've got
I wanted to go model/rigging. I was told UV is really important. UV is really important, but that's what I'm saying is if you make a quick project, then you'll do your modeling, your rigging, your UVs, your animation, your rendering, all really fast. And then you'll go, oh, UVs require me to do this. And then that changes how you model. And then oh, modeling requires me to, or animation requires me to rig it this way, and that changes how you rig. If you do this big project, those bugs are so much more painful because it's like I've invested so much time and energy into these models and rigs, and now I have all this malpractice that's causing me big problems. It's easier if you just do things quickly and short. So that's my first recommendation. If you're interested, recently I hosted an animation jam on this channel, and I made this. We did a 24-hour animation jam where I streamed for 24 hours, and everybody had 24 hours to make an animation. So this was my entry. It's like a 3D animation that I made in Maya. So this was my submission for 24 hours. If you go back in time, if you're interested, if you go back in time to my channel, to my streams, it's long, it's 11 hours and 3 hours. This was my live stream of making this animation. So in theory, you can go and like follow along with how we did this. It's not a tutorial, but like I go through all the steps and everything. I would say that I go through all the steps a bit quicker in like the first couple hours, and then we get to animation, which takes a lot longer. Or it doesn't take a lot longer, but it's just like different. So if you're interested in like sitting down with someone through the entire pipeline, then that might be a good place to go, because I'll be like, now that I've done all of that like setup and modeling and stuff, I'm now going to be animating for the most part for a while. Like I'm not going to have to rig another character until like a while down the road for this project, because I have a lot of my setup already done. But yeah. Yeah. Imagine like what is in this shot? No, that's okay. Imagine you're like imagine you're building a house, right? Imagine you're building a house, and then you go to do like the plumbing. Like there's so many steps in a house. Like look around your house. You got plumbing, you got electricity, you got insulation, you got this, you got this, you got this. So many steps. So imagine like never building a house before and being like, okay, we're building a mansion. And then you get to the point where you're like doing electricity and you're like, dude, it's so complicated, and all of my plumbing is in the way, or all of my insulation is already set up, and I should have done the electricity first. I don't know anything about building a house. I'm just giving examples of how like those big undertakings where you're like, dang it, because I did my plumbing this way, it's going to cause me such a headache for all this electricity. That sucks. But if you had just made like a shed with like a running tap and a single light, then when you make those mistakes and you're like, dang, that was really annoying, it only costs you like a few hours of like undoing what you did or adapting to the fact that you messed it up. That's way more efficient. So you can maybe build a bigger shed each time until you start building houses and stuff. But if you start with a mansion, dude, it's just like you don't know anything, and you're undertaking like so many huge. All your little missteps cause you way bigger problems. Lil Polly starts trying to be Picasso now. Yeah, dude, just like when a stage in a flower vase does something I should watch 25 hours a lot. Yeah, so like it sounds like you're on the right track. Like start with like basic modeling, make something very simple, and then when you start animating, the bouncing ball is a classic animation learning exercise where you just like go. It has all the principles of animation. Animating like a little ball bouncing. Works in 3D too. Get that down. Like you know, a lot of people jump into Blender or whatever software and they're like, cool, I know what indie series I want to make. Let's start. And it's like, dude, you're going to hate your life and you're going to probably abandon your project, and that's no bueno. Gotta start small.
You have to remember yourself. And you can start by wiping yourself off.
It hasn't made a stage test. Gotcha.
Sober.
Yeah, it sounds like you're on the right track. Like, that sounds like it's like, oh, it's gonna take so much longer to get to the part that I like. You're gonna get there so much faster and so much more meaningful if you just pace it properly.
Very few rounds
If that makes sense.
in the magazine of the proverbial sniper rifle. Precision jackets of lead alloy sparkle in their nest, awaiting their targets.
How's it going,
But
Wolfie
a
Woo?
sniper with no targets and a sniper with no rounds left can make no trick shots. And when it's all about the game, switching to your sidearm isn't actually faster. Truly, a woman must polish a weapon to see a reflection first. Then, try again.
The magic isn't dead quite yet. The spirit is forever, even if they don't like it. Needle in a haystack, cuts a bit short, bruises and scrapes, make that
Yeah. The grind is long and brutal, but very fulfilling and satisfying when it goes well, you know? Or not when it goes well, but when it's done. The payoff is good. We got a party on the rendering. Yeah, the mountain of learning before you is grand. That's for sure. Fun though. Yeah, shake that. Keep up with learning Blender for the third time. Gotta do sometimes. Block Bench looks pretty cool. I've never heard of Block Bench. Is that 3D? Intriguing. Yeah, I feel like Blender has a monopoly of attention on the indie animation market. So many animators doing awesome stuff with a software that's free. It's really hard to argue with. Passionate or a masochist. Passionate, baby. Let's go.
Sometimes you legit just don't have the money.
Yeah, like I started this stream. When did we start? Doesn't that say anywhere on my screen? Alright, I don't know when we started. I'm gonna guess it's been a couple hours. It's been a couple hours, and we're almost done this shot. So we're about to have our, like, finished... I mean, it's subject to change. There might be an error that we have to replace. But we're about to have, like, our finished, like, product of, like, a few hours of work. And that's always, like, a satisfying thing, seeing it all animate and being like, yes, we succeeded. Or we failed. It happens. take the fall.
Yeah, baby. Shelly, do you want to hop on this next one? Alright, let's do it.
You know what gaming's really about, Brian? Boom. It's all about the game.
Be advised, hostiles have captured our flag.
Our music
Music never stops. No.
I know you took it and I'll never forget. I know your face, but I don't know your bed. I know it really doesn't matter to you.
Yeah. Start small. UV unwrapping. I don't know who told you that UV wrapping is a huge deal. I wouldn't consider UV unwrapping one of like the big three. You know, like you can get by without UV unwrapping. Yeah, I don't know. Some people. I think UV unwrapping. The thing about UVs, and I'll show you what a UV looks like on my end in a sec when this render's done. The thing about UVs is there's lots of different types of work, and UVs are considered a tedious step. So a lot of times people will model something, and then they'll be like, I don't want my UV step to be a nightmare, so I gotta, keep that in mind. For the most part, if you're just looking to learn, you can get away with not UV unwrapping anything. And I'll show you what I mean in a sec. Like I said, UVs they can be tedious. So if you plan to use them, you don't want to F it up because it can cost you, some time and a bit of a headache. But it's so not. It's not. I wouldn't consider it a part of the big three. So this is the UVs for Quarter's head, which is like not crazy. Like this is what the model looks like. And this is what it looks like unwrapped. There's a few pieces that are missing because her head isn't, her eyes and stuff are here. It looks more like that. So like, it's not that crazy. Swan's body is probably a pretty crazy UV map. Not even. That's Swan's body. But like, for the most part, you can get away with like if Quarter Tank wasn't UV unwrapped, like there's a lot of details that we'd be missing in theory. But for the most part, like a lot of these pieces of texture don't overlap her topology. And what I mean by that is her leg texture, right, looks like this, and it's UV unwrapped, right? If it wasn't UV, and this makes it so that this can be my texture. It looks something like that. If this wasn't UV unwrapped, I could have given her foot and her leg a pink shader and her shoe a purple shader, and then all of these pieces that are in like the darker purple, like that's all its own geometry. Like I could have just given those as like their own like purple shaders. So like I would argue for the ease of use, I UV unwrapped everything, and there are some things that are painted. I'm trying to find an example of one. Swan will have better examples. Maybe not. Who has a good example? Swan's hat is a good example. So like, you can see like this like red shadow that I wanted. In order for it to work, I had to like texture it on because it would have been square if I just colored like these faces. And and like she has a brightness on her face as like a gradient, where like the tip of her face is brighter. But like 90% of this is pretty like low poly, like if I didn't UV unwrap in the entirety of this series so far, it would not have a huge impact on how this looks. The problem is like UV unwrapping gets like a really bad reputation because it's tedious to unwrap stuff. But the big three is like modeling, rigging, animating. Everything else I consider to be like steps you have to take, but not like those are the big three in my opinion. Block banners usually used to make 3D models from Minecraft mods. We see too many people use it for other stuff. Even pixel art? That's so cool. Never thought doing animation, I just wanted to make my own stuff if it's possible, but rigging. Okay. Yeah, so there's steps. There's an important there's important steps to take. Once again, now I'm rendering a thing. There's important steps to take, and what that means is you can't. It's obvious that you can't animate until you model because you have nothing to move around. So then it becomes obvious that like you can't animate until you rig because rigging is what makes things move around. But there's steps like UV unwrapping, texturing. I can't think of any other great examples where you would think you could do UV unwrapping kind of anywhere, but it's important that you keep the history of your models light. And what that means is, let's say you have a polygon and you need to manipulate it somehow. So you take like a cube and you extrude one of the faces and it like grows, right? That adds to what's called the history of the object. So the cube will hold on to that history of the changes that have been made to it. This is a good thing because you can go back in time and manipulate those changes, undo stuff, or refine them. As the history grows, so will your computer's stress as it tries to process all the changes that have happened. So what that looks like for me is if I were to click on Quarter's model like I had earlier, on the right here we see inputs and we see blend shapes and we see skin cluster. These things are relative to rigging, not the blend shape, but the skin cluster is relative to rigging as to like what effectors are inputting, or what effectors are plugged into it that have input on how it is manipulated. So if I take a square, we can see on the right that has a little bit of history, right? And then you'll see this list grow as I do stuff to it. I can make a little cut here. I can make a little cut here. So now there's a couple more things. We got these splits. I can smooth it out. And now we have all that history. And like all this history is like building up over time. And now I have a bunch of stuff here. The more history inside of your scene and the more like complicated it is, the harder your computer's going to have moving stuff around and doing what it needs to do. So if you mess with the UVs and you cut up the UVs and you lay them out all nicely and stuff, and all those steps, those add to your history. So you want to get all the UV stuff done before you've rigged anything, so that you can clear the history before you rig and animate. Like I said, this is a non-step that I wouldn't worry about for a long time. Which is why I'm kind of like, it's weird that someone was like, make sure you get your UVs. Because to me, it's like, that's not a big deal step at all. Like, it's a big deal step, but like not for a long time. yeah, do with that information what you will. I really like UV unwrapping, which is a bit of a hot take. Everyone that I've ever met is like, dude, worst step ever. What a nightmare. I enjoy it. It's a fun puzzle. I find it satisfying. I like UV unwrapping a lot. I like it. One doesn't simply learn Blender. It's true. So if new stuff makes it heavy in the long run of the project, rendering etc. will be affected. Yes, everything will be affected. What's more of a big deal is if your history is high and you're not managing it well, you're gonna be prone to crashes. That's the biggest thing. More so than like it's gonna be slow, is it's gonna be like, why is it crashing all the time? I keep getting this crash every time I move my thing this way. Blender crashes. Freaking annoying. And you won't know what's up. And then when you start to research it, 99% of the time people are going to be like, make sure the history is cleared. But some of the history is important. Some of the history you can't clear. And that's where that order comes from. You do your modeling, and then there's other things that you do, like UV unwrapping, before you rig. Because when you rig, you're going to add important history that you can't get rid of. If you had a polygon manipulated by all these bones, like my character, like the hand squeezes because there's bones in there and the controllers are moving it around, that history is baked into the hand model. And if I deleted that history, the bones would not work anymore and the hands would just be sitting there. So it's important to time when you rig so that you don't lose important history or add history later that you can't get rid of. But like I said, I don't think this is something you should worry about for a while if you're just starting out. I noticed that when I was jumping and making problems get jank. Yeah, that's another thing, is like rigging is complicated. Rigging is my least favorite step. I find rigging to be... Oh my gosh, I just realized that the gain on my mic is like all the way down. I'm going to turn myself up a little bit. Give me 1 sec. I'm about to get louder, so... Yeah, 1 sec. Woo! How's that? Is that better? Maybe a little loud. Yeah, rigging is complicated. I don't like rigging because it's complicated and obnoxiously. So I don't really rig. I kind of fake rig. It's built into Maya. I use a system that Maya has to kind of like help with rigging, so it makes all my IK joints and stuff by itself. So I use that. It's called Human IK. Blender has all kinds of stuff like that. Because Blender is open source, there's tons of like scripts and custom stuff that people make to do rigging, because rigging is... They have stuff like that for everything. I just imported it. So yeah, I use something like that, which just makes my life a little bit easier, because I do not like rigging. It's complicated. Dude, I tried so hard to find... I was thinking about VTubing, and I ended up giving up, because I tried pretty hard to find like someone who would do it. Someone who would do it for me, like I'll pay them. But like getting the style that I want, like in theory, I have like I have my what am I looking for? I have my like my model and my rig already in Maya. Cannot find for the life of me a single person who like converts from Maya to whatever like VTubing studio to software that exists. So I ended up like giving up. I was like, forget it. Like I can't find somebody who will do it. and I can't find somebody who will like I get commissioned to do something in my style. I mean, I have to go to school. It's still clear. Okay, cool. Sounds good, Comet Flame. Good to see ya. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I wanted to get into VTubing because I thought it would be like a fun, I don't know, way to present myself because I don't really love being on camera all the time. But like I said, I couldn't freaking figure it out, so I ended up giving up. And yeah, that's it. That's that. I am the one. Yeah, I gave up. I'm just like you. Do-do-do-do. Lightning strikes when you least expect.
Save me from myself, can see the end. Idol is a bitch and need a friend. Shooting star was missed as I looked up.
Falling from disgrace in your time. It's another one.
Warm tears disappear at once into disheveled shrouds of faded eyeshadow. Then
Time to
slither down
shine.
your cheeks and into your mouth. Fragrances of bitter salt permeate your labored breaths. You sense, distantly, the gentle embrace of your Pegasus companion.
What do I do, man? What do I do? I've been trying so hard to just get over Dub. What am I missing? I don't understand why this is so hard.
Love is a pain, an endeavor, temporary. But love is necessary and inevitable. The self is permutated by it. Thus, it is necessary to wield it shrewdly.
I just wanna love. I don't know what this feeling is. Like, my heart aches. What do I do with it? I'm such a bitch.
Understand this, and this above all other things. Before you can truly love anyone else, before you can fall in love with the world itself, you must love yourself first.
It's all good, corrupt.
I love myself if I'm so awful.
I have had many a pitch silent stream in my day. So I'm always down for the conversation. I've also had many a stream where, we go over stuff like this because I have a lot of fellow like-minded creatives in the stream that are always asking questions, and I'm always happy to field them because it's a complicated world, and I know the feeling of Googling, how to fix your problem or how to whatever, and you find stuff that's not relevant because it's the wrong software, or it's really old, or it's not quite your problem, and it's hard to really pinpoint, solutions. But if you just ask someone who knows, then it's a lot easier to be like, oh, it's blah blah blah. So the stream is a really good place for that because it's just immediate feedback on whatever your problem is. I won't always have an answer, but
Don't need to be. It's like I live in my own
I'm here.
So I have to love myself because
Nothing truly matters until you decide that it does. And baby, does it feel good to love yourself?
Yeah,
You must only allow
I've been there.
yourself that freedom.
because my own mind creates the world. It's all about the game because I make the rules.
Yes. And it has always been this way.
And to love myself, I don't have to win. I don't have to be perfect. I just have to keep going. I have to make new rules. And I must keep changing.
Okay. This is the moment right now that I've been dreading. Fun fact about me and my pipeline. We've been talking about rigging, we've been talking about animating, we've been talking about UV unwrapping, all this stuff. There is one step that I hate, that I truly despise with every fiber of my being in the 3D animation pipeline. There's only one step that just frustrates me to no end. It's not fun, it's not interesting, it's not something I care about. I hate it. And that thing is modeling a set. I hate it so much, man. I hate it so much. Gotta go eat, might be back. Sounds good, Wolfie. I'll update you when you get into rigging. Respect. Bro, I hate making sets. But in this point in the show, we have a wide shot that kind of establishes where the characters are. Gives us a little bit of a sense of place. Because right now it's all in the car and very narrow focused. Which is okay. But we've just gotten to the point now where we need to do the establishing shot to give us a sense of where we are in this world. It's an important shot. I'm saying all this to convince myself that I have to do it because boy, do I not want to. But I have to do it. I have to do it. And if I have to do it, we're going to do it right. So let's get to work. Let's get to work. So still to try the river's deep. Let's do it. Nope, let's not do it that way. Let's rotate the car appropriately. So they're going to be parked on a 45. Plus 90 is what, 135? Looks about right. Yeah. So that's where our little parking spot is going to be.
Having fun is okay. Get some love in your life, whether that be another person or just loving yourself, man.
Love is good. To Google, we need reference. I'm going to say angled parking spot. They are on a 45 degree for most parts. I see some that are much less tight, and I like that aesthetically more. So we go for something more like that. How shameful I thought as we danced and danced. Something like that. Maybe even a little bit more. Yeah, that's probably the maximum though. That's okay. We need the spot. And then we need enough space for a laneway. And then our road. So it'll be something like that. I'd stopped to realize I was walking beside a dragonfly. Something like that, which means that these won't be here. To have met in a garden.
Keep pressing the fight. Don't quit now.
You know how we do it. Music never stops. Oh yeah, so hard. It's time for your next adventure.
I have no idea what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I'll let you see.
Ba-boop-ba-dip-bip. Started as a joke, it's everything.
Center of attention, paying all of me. Pay no mind, it was once a silly dream to think I could be taken seriously.
Let's stop being homesick.
And I made some real friends. Still, I don't
How's it going, the Chris? I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
know how exciting to be me.
Okay.
Inherited the spotlight, been there all too well, too long. Was the jester, always the fool? That they keep laughing at every song. Please look at me and don't smile. I know what I said before. But when I getting younger, I'm twice the age I was when I had my first day.
Party rock. No, I don't think that's the plan, the Chris. Plan on keeping it close knit. I'm not closing that door forever. There's a world where I would be open to it, but right now, I work way too fast to deal with the stress of waiting on people. Cause it's all again. Bip, 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 bip.
Treated my kaleidoscope for a spyglass.
Wondered what could be.
To live a life of harmony and learn to love again. The music never stops now. The music never stops now. The music never stops now. The music never stops, never stops now.
Oh, I gotta get a real chair one day. It's gonna happen.
To be drowning in love for yourself is to offer your heart to the earth. All God's creatures leaving prints of light to behold your
Vanilla Coke. I drink that.
Welcome, Alberta. Dash Records, I listen to that.
Yes, everything can be right as rain when you listen to the dragonfly.
Dragonfly.
You don't have to smile,
And even if you cry, there's still a heart inside.
and it might not get much easier.
Yet acceptance doesn't mean defeat.
Still, I come out each time much stronger. Oh,
And that's how you play the game.
'cause the music never stops. Little canary, just what you came by, what you feel. To love yourself under the weight that you carry is a magic you have in a digital flower field.
And gentlemen, that was textbook.
3, 2, 1. Make a song about life.
And even if your heart's in the right place, sometimes the answer is a greater change. Get comfy, but don't wait. Your target's in range.
Fuck it, let me hear it so loud. There's a place in your mind where every dream resides. Let it out, scream and shout. It's your own damn life. Can't change those marks, but you can change your sight. With hearts as strong as horses, we'll walk on through the night.
And it might not get much easier.
Yet acceptance doesn't mean defeat.
Still, I come out each time much stronger. Oh,
And that's how you play the game.
Love yourself under the light that you carry.
Digital flower field.
You feel your snout crease as your lips arch upwards, maintained by a subtle tension of facial muscles.
A smile.
It all feels like it should have been so obvious to me. We're back together, but now it's like I've changed so much. Everything's changed so much. There's still things about myself I need to change, but just have to be gentle to myself.
To be gentle and to be kind. This is the way. Yet the paths we seek do not, in turn, seek us. Thus, nothing is obvious without having already walked these roads.
I love me. It's not easy, but I feel excited to continue to choose who I am. I wouldn't want to be anyone else.
No one is cool enough to be us anyway. Self-love is a war not won by trick shots, but by dancing on your own. All is beautiful in the game we create. All is fair in love and pony step.
Cool.
This is the way.
This tune is brought to you by Darkest Percival 95.
Huntress watches.
In a past life, I still had red eyes, seeking a paradise that was never mine. In another life, I fell into the skies. Wanted egos tricked me into trying to fly. In another life, beauty is full of strife. As a garden burns, so did I. Now a new life, who will I be this time? Taste the colors, strikes a smile.
PokemonFanClubs.webs.com forever. Shout out, dearie.
This is real West Coast pony music. Favorite drive out.
There's pain in love and music. And even when you feel like quitting, hope will come again.
Take me back in time to the past as the clouds did part below me. A dewdrop kissed the grass in a time before memory, a time for the truth. Oh, forge the scattered petals and tear a scar in the roof.
I've been wasted so many opportunities to do cool stuff like that just because I was too scared.
Save me from myself, I still got so much to do. Demons from the heavens, it was never our last to do. All is fear when you love life again. All is fear when you hold it in your hands.
And now for something
Now for something
completely
This is the purest sample we've seen yet.
We shall not falter in the face of We shall not falter in the face of fear.
Yeah, videos on the floor, videos check it twice. Is there something that I missed? We gotta get down to the bottom of this. Giving you the best with a flick of the wrist, yeah. Tick, tick, tock, your time is on the clock. Double digits, baby, that's that algorithm stocks. Yeah, baby. FYP in the streets, crude oil in the seas, crude oil in my stomach, crude oil in my knees. I pull up to the Tesco, tell him, baby, he's a pesto. Cause I'm drowning in that green, make it grow like baby presto.
The bones are their money.
Tell me about this dude with the shaved on the left side.
It's a haircut, and like I decided to do it one day because I was bored, okay?
We're at the end of the line, and the bottle's in blue. Hit that ass down low when the beat goes boom. Your face is a bitch, come alive, come alive. Let's hear the fat bass one more time, one more time. Get up, get down, rinse that sound. My DJ gonna break it down. Get up, get down, rinse that sound. My DJ gonna break it down. Get up, get down, rinse that sound. My DJ gonna break it down. Get up, get down, rinse that sound.
Drop the bass.
And so, mortal, vid and dub, we're back together. But what have we learned here? There aren't always second chances. Look inside your heart and ask what ails it so. To be gentle, to be kind. This is the way, and this is the game.
much too faded. When the day feels like the night, giggle at the shadow sprites. Reaper girl is much too jaded. Scary girl is much too faded. When the day feels like the night, giggle at the shadow sprites.
Music never sus.
Okay, I think I'm gonna call it there. Oh, I need to take a little break. Give my eyes a rest from the old 3D. But so far, this part that I hate, coming along well. We basically just have to keep modeling this little parking lot until it is complete. So yeah, I'm gonna take off. Thanks everybody for hanging out, and I'll see you next time. Bye.